It's the reigning AFC champs and the Saints next on Madden Football.
Just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And we are underway from the Superdome. And able to get this out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by... Right to the air is Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Olave motioning to the left. Now Carr.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Malik Neighbors, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball. What's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Here's a 2nd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is McCarthy. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 6.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Carr.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carr now to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Carr.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for another 6.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Olave holds it in.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Kamara up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Carr going to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To the air with McCarthy.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jaguars.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright.
Oh, nice move. And he's got this down to the 35.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now McCarthy. That one taken in by...
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Carr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Completed to number 80. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jaguars.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Thomas. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Complete to Wright. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They run it again with Kamara.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Carr.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
Here's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's McCarthy. That one complete to McConkey. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On the zone read, a give to right.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. First down, Jaguars.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, McCarthy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And this one finds McConkey.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
In motion comes the tight end left.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Carr now to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Shrugs him off. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Allen here on the screen.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
To the air with McCarthy.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. That is caught.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And different running backs, same result as they stop him behind the line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
J.J. McCarthy.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? But oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now is Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Jaguars offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot here before half for Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now McCarthy. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second down and 4. Now a carry for Allen. Shoves him away. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the 23, here's second and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And he'll go right back to Wright. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A give up the middle to Wright. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Wright. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies him.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw. McCarthy. Thomas has got it. Complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fielded at the 33. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Carr now to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Carr. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. Nifty footwork at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Carr. Olave over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down.
They'll run it with Neal. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Turner on the tackle. It's a gain of 9.
Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
That's good.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
Carr going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. Here's Carr to throw. And what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. It's Wright. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Carr.
Over the middle, it's complete. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's Carr.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
Pushing through the contact.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here.